Hello everybody and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are going to take the Endgame Thor wave and add it to the MCU collection. But first, real quick, a correction on one of my reviews. When I reviewed the Bro Thor Build-A-Figure here, I did say that the Stormbreaker sculpt was something that we had seen before. That is inaccurate. This is actually a new sculpt of Stormbreaker. It doesn't have the wraps around the handle, and even the top of the axe was a little bit different. So this is actually a different sculpt. So I just want to make sure I pointed that out. Now, I do have all the figures posed in the ways that I want them to be displayed. So let's go ahead and get them added to the collection. So starting first, we're going to add Captain America to my Avengers setup. So up here is sort of my phase 1. And then obviously I have all the unmasked heroes just sort of on display there. But you can see we got Iron Man 3 figures there. And then we got the 10 years Iron Man as well. And that's where I'm going to throw that Captain America is right next to that 10 years Iron Man. But just so you can kind of see the setup, we got the gauntlet. Some of the older multi-packs that I never got around to opening them, so I just kind of left them there. And I do want to open at some point that SDCC. I got Cap, and I know it's the wrong version of Cap, but I have him fighting off some Hydra soldiers there. And then, like I said, in the back there, we just have the Iron Man 3, Iron Patriot, Hot Rod, Disco Iron Man, then the Mandarin and whatnot. So let's go ahead and set this down here, and let me go grab Cap. And I'm thinking like literally, I don't know, like right here. I think that looks decent enough. And if you're wondering why Scourge is up there, at some point I'm going to have Scourge with a little speech bubble that says, "Behold, my stuff." So that'll be pretty funny. But yeah, let's go ahead and move down now, though, and get the rest of the figures placed. So just below that first shelf, we do have my other MCU shelf, which is just a continuation of the phases. So they kind of go in the back. So you have the Dark World figures there. You have some Guardians that you can barely see there. But yeah, the Guardians back there. We have Age of Ultron, War Machine, and Iron Man just standing back to back. And then we got multiple Ultrons there, and of course the Hulkbuster. And then towards the front is going to be Ant-Man, and then a lot of my Civil War setup. So we got just multiple figures there, of course, from Civil War. And then going into Guardians 2, and then we even have Doctor Strange. I didn't really know what to do with Ego. I don't know, there's not much to do with him. But what I'm going to do with Vision is I have Vision here. He's actually hanging from a piece of fishing line. So he is just literally dangling there. I'm going to go ahead and set the camera down real quick. But yeah, he's just dangling there on that fishing line. So let me go ahead and grab the other Vision, because I kind of like the idea of having the phasing Vision being on this setup. And then I'll figure something out with this Vision. Okay, so let's see here. What's going to be the best way to do this? The little piece that I did, I'll show you here. Here, I'm gonna cut and I'll get it out, and I'll show you what I did. And just so you can see what I did here, so this is one of the pieces from one of my stands. I basically just tied some fishing line, and I had a slip knot on the end of it that went around the neck of Vision. And then the shelf here is 2 pieces, so I was able to just put the string, or rather the fishing line, in between the 2 pieces. This just sat on the top, you barely noticed it, and then he literally just hung there. So let me retie my slip knot there, and we're going to get Vision hanging back in front of that. And a few cuts later and a couple of domino figures, we got the new Vision in place, sort of phasing there, and I felt that made more sense, just the part where he phased through Giant Man. So I kind of like the idea of having him near the Giant Man and Spider-Man setup, and then I'll figure out what to do with the 2-pack Vision. Probably going to be either maybe somewhere with Age of Ultron, or most likely probably with an Infinity War setup, maybe something where Thanos is taking him out. But now we're going to move down another shelf, and we're going to go down below this one to check out the Ragnarok area, because I think, well, that's definitely where I'm putting Heimdall. I might even put Valkyrie there for right now, so we'll move down. And now we are down to the Black Panther and even some of my Infinity War setup. So we have Spider-Man there in the back. Let me see if I can bring this down so you can see it. So we got Spider-Man in the back there fighting Vulture. We have, and then we got the two-pack Spidey there lounging. We have, of course, the Black Panther, and what Black Panther setup is complete without that Snoke throne, right? And we have the Dora Milaje, and I really like that M'Baku figure, but you just can't really do anything with them. And then we cut over here, so I wanted the entire Black Order together, and then I have sort of this little Infinity War setup, sort of like the redemption of Thor. So we have Thor, the eye patch Thor down there, cradling Loki's body, and then we have Thor when he returns with Stormbreaker. And my Infinity War setup, and you'll see here when I do some endgame stuff, is kind of lacking. So we'll figure something out. But there's the Ragnarok setup. So let me find a spot to put the camera down, and then we'll go ahead and get Heimdall added into that. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is probably just move Grandmaster. Oh, look at that. T'Chaka was falling over. I'm going to have to fix his foot. We'll fix that in a second. So we're going to move Grandmaster over. We'll push Valkyrie back. Oh, that's what I did with Valkyrie. I tucked her sword into her belt on this one. Maybe I'll do that on the other one. Loki can still be kind of front and center there, but let's just put Heimdall back here next to Korg. I think that'll be a good spot for him. Ooh, easy there, Korg. Let's bring you back a little bit there, big guy. And Korg is big enough that doesn't really get too much in the way. And then get Loki's helmet. We get Loki back in the front. And where did I just put T'Chaka? And we get T'Chaka back over here, looking over his son. There we go. And that doesn't look too bad. I think we'll... And there we go. Move it up a little bit. All right, there we go. That is going to be that one. Let's, I think all we got left now are endgame figures, so let's kind of take a look at my mediocre endgame setup. All right, so we go down another shelf, and this is where things start to get a little dicey in my collection. So you can see I have in the back there Ant-Man and Wasp and Captain Marvel. This blank spot in the back there where you see the Infinity War cap and Black Widow is going to be some more Infinity War characters. Of course, I have the two-pack with Lewis and Ghost to put in next to Ant-Man and Wasp. And then the endgame setup right now isn't looking too crazy. I actually took the Nano Gauntlet there and gave it to the Iron Spidey from Infinity War, but I thought that looked actually even better than having it on the Smart Hulk. So let's just go ahead and get the figures that I got placed, kind of take a look, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so we'll go ahead and stick Iron Man right here. And that'll be him just kind of... Man, I really wish we had an armored Thor, though, because then I could have all three of them facing off here against Thanos. So we got Worthy Cap, Iron Man, we got Spidey in the mix there. And I just don't know what to do, really, with Bro Thor. So for the moment, he's just going to be chilling in the back. That's where we'll keep him for right now, next to Smart Hulk. And then Iron Patriot, we'll just have him next to this War Machine partner there. Yeah, not a whole lot that I'm doing here with this endgame setup right now because I'm trying to decide if I'm going to start pulling figures from the other shelves to make a bigger endgame setup, or if I just want to do endgame with the figures that we have. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. We're going to we got Rescue over here, so we'll just throw Valkyrie over here as well. And I might even end up putting Valkyrie back in the Ragnarok collection here at some point, but for now, we'll let the ladies Let the ladies show off. Well, all right. Well, I'm going to mess with her legs to get her to stand up, but that's going to be it for this video, guys. I just wanted to kind of show off the collection again. Let me adjust the camera here. We'll kind of bring it out so maybe you can see it a little bit better. But yeah, that is going to do it for right now. Remember, if you like these videos with the collection on display, let me know if you like it. I'll keep doing them. And I got quite a few more things to show off for sure. But that is going to do it. Make sure to hit that like button if you like this video. Subscribe for more content just like this. And as always, thanks for stopping by and have a great day.